Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. We are live here on LMC Media on YouTube and on LMC TV on the local public access channels as White Plains looking to break the huddle now. And Mamaroneck and White Plains, Battle of the Tigers, 5-0-2, undefeated Mamaroneck, just 2 ties for Ron Blaine's team, and 4-3 for the White Plains Tigers. Natasha Mendez is the goalie for White Plains, and in net for the Tigers looks to be senior Amanda Robinson. It is 6:36. We were supposed to start at 6, but my alma mater's field hockey team, Bronxville, was about 40 minutes late. They were supposed to start at 4:15. They didn't wind up starting until about 4:58. So that game didn't end until about 6:05, 6:10. Mamaroneck won that in field hockey 3-0, as Mamaroneck has it now. Mamaroneck in soccer, they have the dark, usually road team where it wears dark in all other sports, but in soccer the home team is wearing the dark orange here, and the White Plains Tigers are wearing the whites, as it's 35 seconds gone by and Mamaroneck had the ball the whole time, and they play it out of bounds, and White Plains will throw it in and around their own 15. Mamaroneck looking to score first and often, as we saw them score about 9 goals against Ursuline here. First time we covered that, or second time. As Mamaroneck has it, they'll play it wide. That is Schweighaft, who was hurt the last game we covered here. And it'll be a goal kick for White Plains. It's very quiet here at Mamaroneck. Limited fans. I had to show your fill out the form that all the teams are requiring when you're a guest, us as well. And show it to enter, and then they take your temperature. But also, limited 2 people than the opposing team has in here. So any White Plains parents or fans watching us right now, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube, LMC Media YouTube. We are glad you're watching us here on this Thursday night. Last week's left here, as they just announced the playoff plans a day and a half ago. Sports editor from the Journal News, Josh Thompson, wrote a story. So they split it by region. So Mamaroneck and White Plains will be in the large schools, Westchester, northern Westchester, large schools. So it's like divided by northern Westchester large schools, northern Westchester small schools. So that's where Mamaroneck will be. Southern Westchester, large and small. And then Dutchess, Rockland, and I think that's it. So White Plains has it here. That'll start next week. Well, actually, the week Monday, a week from this coming Monday. We'll have those games, most of them here. And great news about that is it's home seed, so you really have something to play for, because if you win, if you have undefeated and you have a nice record, you get to host the finals. So if you make it to the finals as the 1 seed, you would host the championship. So, and which Mamaroneck's field hockey, and if Mamaroneck girls soccer could win out. They have a shot. As everyone knows, there's a lot less games. As Mamaroneck's 5-0-2. Usually they play about 16 to 20 games during a season, but because of COVID, that has been cut in half to about 10 or 12. And then with the playoffs here, it seems like maybe the playoffs might be one less game or so, the way they're dividing them. But we'll see. We won't know until everything happens. And I assume that everyone will make the playoffs if they want. I mean, I guess teams can decline the playoffs, but even if a team went like 0-10, I assume they'll still be able to make the playoffs. There's a lot of question marks. Yep, they're open. Thank you, Rob. And it'll be all the playoffs will have it, as there's a free kick here for the Tigers, Mamaroneck Tigers. Juliana Snyder will take it, left-footed, nice shot, and it's towards the goal, but a save made on the catch by Natasha Mendez, the junior, her first save of the game, as just inside the 5-minute mark, the Tigers were Mamaroneck was trying to get on the board quick with the shot by Juliana Snyder, the junior, but instead it'll go in. It'll stay 0-0. 2 40-minute halves with a COVID mask break, where playing with the mask can be tough on the players. So there's a break where they can go, and it's basically a water break in between both halves. Closest to 20 possible when there's a break in the action. If they're dribbling with the ball at the 20-minute mark, they're not going to stop. If someone's about to score at the 20-minute mark, you're not going to stop the game. You're going to wait until they either score or there's a goal kick, and then there'll be about a 2-minute break, and then those will be the only breaks. So soccer, there's never timeouts, but in field hockey, as we've mentioned on air, no more timeouts. Very interesting to watch a Mamaroneck field hockey game without Coach John Savage getting his timeouts, because he always used all of them, even when they were up big. And since we're live now and we don't do our post-game interviews and the stand-up, you don't see me on camera, or any of our other announcers are doing interviews and stuff. We lost the great feature that we had at Mamaroneck, the thing. I think Rob, though, should compile all the John Savage interviews to one clip. That would be like, that would break the internet. At least the internet in Mamaroneck. Because those are some great interviews, some of the best I've ever done. So it'll be played up here by the White Plains. Mamaroneck's had the ball in White Plains half of the field for most of the first 6:45 here. White Plains trying to clear it, and they do. They only have one player forward for White Plains. That's Jade Palmer Johnson. She has it now. Far side of the field. I'm pretty sure it was Jade Palmer Johnson. Tough to see her number. This COVID season has worked out very well for both, for all of Mamaroneck's teams, as the football got moved to the spring. But so in the fall we've had, and volleyball as well. We've had they've also had tennis and cross country. But the three that we've covered, all are undefeated. They just have a tie. They just have ties on their record, no losses for Mamaroneck field hockey and Mamaroneck soccer. And that's a good shot off the crossbar, and a save made by Robinson. It's out in front, and the first save, she got her last fingertip on it, and she was able to hit it off the post, and the wide shot taken on that free kick with one of the better free kicks you'll see by the defenseman, as on White Plains. She nearly scored off the crossbar and put it home to give White Plains a 1-0 lead. Actually, that was Palmer Johnson, Jade Palmer Johnson, who took that free kick. It's tough to see the numbers, but they're looking to make off defense and offense. Another save by Mendez, though, her second. So 2 saves for Natasha Mendez, and 1 nice save by the senior goalie Robinson. Literally jumped as high as she could. Literally got her last fingertip on it. It hit the crossbar. Sometimes when it hits the crossbar, as a former goalie, you have nightmares about the crossbar. It hits the crossbar, and sometimes it goes in. Other times it'll hit the crossbar and go over, or it'll hit the crossbar and just go out and not into the goal and not over it, and it'll stay loose. And the key is not letting that rebound go home. And on that play, the defense was able to clear it for Mamaroneck, and they didn't let it. But a great first save for Amanda Robinson. I'll nominate it for Play of the Week. I don't know what else Rob has seen so far this week, but yeah, that was a good save. Just able to got it, and the crossbar was able to cooperate. As Mamaroneck player goes down, and there's a throw-in, but a good 9 minutes of early soccer here as White Plains will make a couple substitutions. With the 2 substitutions, 7 players on the bench right now, plus the 2 substitutes. It's only 9 subs, where Mamaroneck has about 12. Getting chillier at this hour. Today it was beautiful, but now at night it's getting a little chillier. Luckily, I'm here in this nice heated press box. Beautiful press box that Mamaroneck added a year and a half ago. We're so thankful to have. One of the reasons we're able to go live and so easily is because of the press box. Cameraman is on top of the press box, and Rob Moretti, LMC Community Sports producer, is right in the right behind the press box in the van. I posted a picture of what the van looks like behind the press box from atop the press box. A corner coming for Mamaroneck, but the only view that is obstructed is the corner flag here from the press box. Yes, our cameraman is Jeremy B. Ferry, and Rob Moretti is LMC Community Sports producer. I'm Charlie McGraw here at Mamaroneck. Thanks so much for joining us on YouTube or on the Mamaroneck Public Access channels, LMC Public Access channels in Mamaroneck and Largemont for this live game between White Plains and Mamaroneck. 0-0, almost 11 minutes gone by in this first half. Field hockey teams before. We had some bonus coverage for you as we picked up the field hockey game in the start of the second quarter. As we got here, since Bronxville was late when we got here, we usually get to the games about hour and a half, hour 45 as our studio right here. Rob's office overlooks the field, but as you saw, Bronxville wasn't here yet, and the game is at 4. So we're able to show a little of that as that ball stays in, as White Plains can't clear it. And they're able to now for a second, and there's a foul on Mamaroneck with 28:30 left in this first half. 0-0, 1 shot, actually 2 shots for the Tigers, and 1 shot on the beautiful free kick saved, a great one by senior Amanda Robinson and J. Palmer Johnson. Shot it. Headed out by White Plains. Before, when I said it was J. Palmer Johnson, it's actually Alexa Galagani. It's tough to tell. Galagani with the numbers, but 18 Galagani I thought was 17, but no, J. Palmer Johnson, the defender, is 17, and Alexa Galagani is like the only player playing forward right now for Mamaroneck, and she's listed as a for White Plains, and she's listed as a midfielder forward. Playing the forward position, Mamaroneck has it here. So White Plains really focused on have a much defensive formation. So they're really focused on not letting, as they know Mamaroneck is so high scoring, so they don't want them to do it as Galagani chases it. The only forward, Galagani, on that side. But that'll limit their chances, but as we saw, they almost scored on that free kick. So far it's worked out for them in the first 13 minutes as we approach the 27 remaining minutes here. White Plains has had a good start. Megan Chase, Allie Raynon, the assistant. Megan Chase, the head coach, 4-3 this year. This is a big game. If they win, they could go 5-3 and give Mamaroneck their first loss. It would make them 5-1-2. So a big game for White Plains as they hope to lock up at least a first round home game at their big turf field in White Plains, where Mamaroneck Tuesday night, Mamaroneck and White Plains and boys soccer played to a 1-1 tie, double overtime. No, the legendary Journal News reporter Mike Doherty was there, covering it. Rob was retweeting the score. Mamaroneck brings it forward here. They pass it to the wing and then forward, and the ball will be a diving save made. Third of the day for Natasha Mendez as they got loose. They're trying to cross it was Mamaroneck, but it went a little far forward, and Natasha Mendez, who's looked really good so far with her 3 saves, not going to get any cheapies by her, it looks like, with 25:30 left in this first half, approaching the mask break, water break here at the 6:51 is the time. Mamaroneck has it here when the orange jerseys, black shorts, and black socks. That one will be played wide, and it'll be a goal kick with 24:55 remaining in this first half. No score. Couple subs off for Mamaroneck. There's Mariana Day. The ball goes right to her, wearing the captain's armband. She has it, sets up her right foot, and kicks it about 20-25 yards. And it'll be played forward by the Tigers from White Plains, but then stolen right back from by Mamaroneck. They cross it towards the goal, and it's a clear by White Plains. Mamaroneck continues to dominate possession and shots, but no score here. 23:55 left. Gotta figure it's only a matter of time, although Natasha Mendez, the junior goalie from White Plains, has looked solid so far. That one is crossed. The shot goes off of the chest and looked like it was deflected by White Plains, but the official, much to the chagrin, calls a goal kick. So Mamaroneck doesn't get the second corner of the game. Jessica Bowman had it off her chest and it went toward the goal. Looked like it was last touched by White Plains, but the officials said it was last touched by Bowman, so it went to a goal kick as White Plains has it here, and it goes out of bounds off of White Plains, and it'll be a Mamaroneck throw-in with 23 minutes to go here at Memorial Field. Missed those football Friday night lights here at Mamaroneck this year. We missed them as COVID took away those, but they will try and play in the spring. That'll be a little strange. Might be cold too. They're supposed to start practice in late February, and they'll play like in March before baseball, which will be pushed back, but it's better than canceled all of the spring sports last year. We weren't able to be here. It was the first sports season I didn't announce a game in about, since I don't know, between Rob and Seth Rothman's head. I interned for Seth in 2010, and then when Rob took over, I think, 2012-ish. So it was basically the last 6 or 7 years that I hadn't announced a game until the spring season in one of the seasons. More than that, but it was just, you had a feel for the seniors. We're looking forward to their fall. I know our Steve Anastas, his son, was getting ready to play on the baseball team as a senior, and I think he might have started, but he lost that season. And got a feel for kids like that, where they were going to play their senior year. They hadn't really played much in their junior year, but they had a chance at starting, and then the season got wiped out because of COVID, and that shot is off the crossbar. So they just missed a shot off the crossbar, did Castaneda. Rob told me that she scores a lot of goals, and that was a great shot right on the top of the 18 box. She hit a shot that hit the crossbar and bounced out. So the second shot we've had off the crossbar, White Plains had a shot that was saved by Amanda Robinson, tipped off the crossbar, and then that came out. And then on the other end, Castaneda's shot looked like it was going home. It hit almost the bottom of the crossbar, and then it popped right out, and it went out of play, and Mamaroneck couldn't corral the rebound, and it was cleared by White Plains. So a great shot by Mia Castaneda, the senior forward. Best chance by far in the game, although Robinson's save was a pretty good chance on the shot by Palmer Johnson. That was the only shot they've taken as White Plains as we approach the halfway mark of this first half, and most certainly it'll be our mask break. Wonder if they'll call it here. Goes out for a goal kick, and not yet. 20-25 remaining. Actually, the official will call the mask break here. The VAR official, good job by him. So we'll be right back on LMC Media. It'll be a White Plains goal kick, 20-23 left, no score, but Mamaroneck knocking on the door after the shot a minute ago by Mia Castaneda hit the crossbar from right outside the 18 box. So we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Back here on LMC Media, LMC Varsity Sports. I am Charlie McGraw, and alongside cameraman Jeremy Ferry and Rob Moretti, our LMC community sports producer and the man running the show in the van right behind the Mamaroneck press box. If you drive in and are going to a game at Mamaroneck, you can not drive by our van to get there if we're televising a game. Just like right there behind the thing, but there's enough space where easily drive by it. As it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Mamaroneck throw-in with 19:45 as we took our 2-minute mask break that we'll have in each half. 6:59 p.m. here on the East Coast. As this cross is just past the goal mouth and go out of bounds off the corner flag, and that should be a goal kick, and it will. So it hit the corner flag and went. If it hit the corner flag and went the other way, I think it would be, it would be a throw-in. Rarely happens, so it's tough to know. But so if it went to the left, it would have been a throw-in. If it went to the right where it went, it's a goal kick, and that's what the White Plains Tigers will have with 19:05 left in this first half. And Mamaroneck knocking on the door once again. So they had one of the best chances, Mia Castaneda, the goal. I mean, with the crossbar shot to the near goal, it hit the crossbar and went out. And our second corner of the game will be taken by Mamaroneck. Coming all the way back from her last defender spot will be Juliana Snyder to take. Sometimes that wastes a lot of time. I know it's good to have your best player take the corner, but she has to run from the last spot to take the corner. It's like 20, maybe when they got the corner, it was about 18:50, and now she's going to take it at the 18:20 mark, so 30 seconds. So interesting angle. As this one goes in, goes near the goal, and it looked like it was almost scored by Mamaroneck. It faked one of the fans out. 90, you're only allowed 2 per kid, so it's basically the 2 parents, or a parent and a sibling, or a relative. It's just basically all parents. That's why it's very quiet. Going off of a Mamaroneck body in the box, but it looked like it was going towards the goal. It was inside the 6, but instead it went wide, and it went out for another White Plains goal kick. We've had, I think, 3 corner kicks from Mamaroneck, 2 or 3 corner kicks from Mamaroneck, about 5 or 6 goal kicks for White Plains. Mamaroneck, I don't think they've, because the one that was nearly scored by Palmer Johnson, and that's a shot from the far side by Mamaroneck, and it's saved, made number 4 by Mendez. Natasha Mendez has been good. Not very tall, as neither is Amanda Robinson, but both have been very steady in goal. Both wearing the green jerseys, although Robinson's is green, and she's got green shorts and socks, isn't the goalie Amanda Robinson. And a darker shade of green, and the white shorts and black tights and white socks for Natasha Mendez for White Plains. No, Mamaroneck hasn't had any goal kicks because there's only been 1 shot, and it was saved. It was a tip save by Amanda Robinson. Very good shot, though. And to this point, that was the best shot, but the shot by Castaneda off the crossbar that looked like it was going home was probably the best one. And that was a good pass wide, and it's bobbled and nearly played in, but staying with it was Mendez, and she makes her 5th save of the game. So Mamaroneck continues to knock at the door. There was an opportunity where she bobbled it, but she stayed with it, and Mamaroneck didn't want to kick her, get a penalty. Maybe a yellow card if you hit the goalie while she's have control, but it was a loose rebound, but it was to the point where Mendez did a good job to stay with it after she fumbled it and pick it up, as Gal Alma has it for Mamaroneck. Younger sister of former star soccer player Alex Alma. That one played forward, and it'll be a goal kick as it was too long by Mariana Day. 15:40 to go in this first half. Another goal kick for White Plains. Short, but played by the White Plains Battaglia. Aoife O'Reilly has it for Mamaroneck. Looking across it on the far side, trying to win a corner there, and they do. Initially, they were trying to play it off of Jade Palmer Johnson, but she did a good job to keep it in and not give up a corner. But then the other White Plains defender played it out, and coming up for another corner is Juliana Snyder with 14:35. This time she was a little more forward, so it won't take as much time off the clock. But they got it at about 14:35, 14:36 mark, and she'll probably take it. It's 14:24, just plays it down. Left foot of Snyder will play it towards the goal box, and it goes right on through the goal box. And Mamaroneck will have to wait more to score the first goal of the game. They'll have it though in the near corner. .14 minutes to go in this first half. 0-0 between league rivals White Plains and Mamaroneck. Player goes down for the Mamaroneck. She gets right back up though. Have a free kick, it looks like. And we will have a free kick. Just about the last point. Actually, it'll be a free kick. It was a foul off of Mamaroneck. That's the hardest points for me to see here in the press box. But a free kick will be taken by White Plains as it was a foul on Mamaroneck. Far kick downfield. By Mamaroneck. Out of bounds off Mamaroneck with 13:10 remaining in this first half. No score here on LMC Media and our YouTube page on LMC Varsity Sports, where you can see all our archive games from a couple years back and recently as well, of course. We actually have 603 videos in there, 1.27K subscribers. So if you're not one of those 1.27K subscribers, do that right now. On YouTube, subscribe to our LMC Varsity Sports page. I am subscribed, it says. 12 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. So there's a corner kick. You used to not be able to sub on a corner kick, but now you can. And the obstructive view for us, the corner kick will be taken now. And they made 2 subs in Coach Ron Blaine and Mamaroneck, and White Plains clears it with 11:55 and counting left in this first half. And scoreless game. Fighting for it is Galagani, Alexa Galagani, and the defender Swaghaft. Playing forward, Swaghaft towards the goal, headed away by White Plains. Played nicely here by Mamaroneck, and that was Aoife O'Reilly, but it can't be played towards the goal as it's knocked out by White Plains as she got by 2 defenders, but then the third one cleared it. There'll be a throw-in for Mamaroneck and a cross that goes well wide, out for a goal kick with 10:25 left in this first half. Still 0-0. Only shot for the White Plains Tigers hit the goal, or was saved by, hit the crossbar after goalie Amanda Robinson got her fingertips on it and placed it off the crossbar, and then it went out. Good play by Robinson, as that's the last thing as a goalie. You never want to only face like one shot and give up a goal. Of course, you want to save it. Even though it was a very good shot, and the cross is saved once again. Number 6, the cross was saved by Natasha Mendez. She has 6 saves to just 1 for Robinson. Mendez a junior, and Robinson a senior for Mamaroneck. And this one's stolen by Galagani. She goes towards offense. She gets a help as she had another player up with her. She hadn't had one earlier in the game, but it was Andretti. Sophia Andretti, listed as defense, but playing midfield. But Mamaroneck can clear it, and Swighaft has it here. Plays it. Mamaroneck plays it forward with 9:05 left in this first half. No score. 6 shots on goal for Mamaroneck, 1 for White Plains. This one is crossed, nearly a chance to knock it in right inside the 6 in front of the goalie, but instead Mamaroneck, it was cleared by White Plains. The shot is scored! The Tigers score on the ball was scrummed around and popped out in front, and it was a goal scored by Mamaroneck, and very tough to tell who scored it. It looked like it was number 7, so that is Jessica Bowman. Jessica Bowman scores right outside the 18. It was deflected to her and passed, but it was tough to tell who assisted, tough to tell who scored. Right outside the 18-yard box. Numbers are decent on the back, but not the best, because this one is touched by Robinson. And so Jessica Bowman scores the goal with about 8:40 left in the first half. So Bowman scores a goal right outside the 18-yard box, and the junior midfielder / forward scores on the 7th shot on goal for Mamaroneck in the game. Tough to tell who assisted, but Bowman scores with 8:40 left in the first half. Galagani has it. This one played towards the goal. Robinson will let it go out for a goal kick. She shielded it.
Good job, baby. Good job, Mamaroneck.
Go out for a throw-in now. With 6:45 left. Towards the goal, coming after Amanda Robinson, who picked it up, was Galagani. But the 2 defenders from Mamaroneck were right there, and Robinson's able to pick it up easily. It doesn't count as a save, but she made the right play. Cleared by White Plains. And the throw in by White Plains towards Mamaroneck's end of the field. Go out for it's the second goal kick for Mamaroneck. Steals it, they bring it forward. Play it, and it goes off the foot of Aiden Wood. That one goes over the head of the White Plains defender. Picked up by Aiden Wood. She makes a nice play towards the middle of the box. And it's played up by White Plains. Violation on the throw-in by Mamaroneck. As the far official called it. And it'll go to White Plains. White Plains keeps possession for the moment. White Plains will throw it in with 3:05 left in this first half, trailing 1-0. Far side is Palmer Johnson. Jade Palmer Johnson throws it pretty far towards the middle, the 18-yard box, and Palmer Johnson makes a boot. Robinson, instead of letting it go for a goal kick, she makes her second save of the day. Both on Palmer Johnson shots, far shots too. The first one was about just outside the 18 box, and that was 25. Between the 20 and 30 yard line. The football field hashes about 25, 26 yards out. And the save was made by Robinson. Looked like it would have went for a goal kick, but instead it goes for it's a save for Robinson. Off of so the two shots from the defender, Jay Palmer Johnson, when she pushes up with the defense for White Plains. Both save made by Robinson. The first one was the best chances. Robinson deflected it off her. Got it off her fingertips and it hit the goal kick. It hit the crossbar and went out. And cleared by Mamaroneck. It's the best chance. About 10 to 12 minutes in. And that was the next shot. So between shots, it was about 28 minutes for White Plains. It's not what you want if you're White Plains. You want a shot every about 10 to 15 minutes if you can. As Mamaroneck has 7 shots. This 40-minute half has 39 gone by now. And the one goal scored with 8:40 left in the first half, just outside the 18 box after Mamaroneck was pressuring for several minutes, scored by Jessica Bowman, the junior midfielder. Listed as a midfielder forward, but he's been playing midfield. Is that one? The Tigers looking to score again. That one played there, and the shot is a save made. And a corner kick will be coming as the shot just inside the 18 box. It looked like it was taken. 26 seconds. They have to hurry, and coming in quickly will be Castaneda. But that looked like it was taken by 18. It was 19. Swighoff. Tough to tell. The corner kick with 10 seconds and another save on the corner kick. So 8 saves now as Mendez just made it. Actually, it looked like Hintz. Alessandra Hintz made the shot that was a near goal and saved by Mendez. So 1-0 after the first half, 40 minutes of play. Ron Blaine's 5-0-2. Mamaroneck Tigers lead 1-0 on the goal by Jessica Bowman just outside the 18 box. 8 saves for Natasha Mendez, 2 saves made by Amanda Robinson. We'll be back. It's 9 minutes and 40 seconds for the second half here on LMC Media and YouTube.
Everywhere you looked, you saw pain and loss. The situation was dire, and I think we all needed to see some light in the darkness.
If you turned on the TV at night, all you saw were stories of loss and fear.
But on a local level, there was hope. And those were the stories that we wanted to focus on.
LMC stepped in and served as a communication bridge, not only to disseminate important information, but also to uplift our community.
LMC was able to showcase so many heroic acts taking place locally, stories that without hyperlocal media wouldn't have reached a viewing audience.
Welcome to LMC Media and our community conversations.
Our community conversations pieces were one way to let everyone know that despite all of the terrible tragedies taking place, there were amazing things happening in our community.
People look to those stories for hope and connection. I think that's what's so important. The fact that LMC has kept us all connected.
LMC taught us how to come together digitally. They helped us with every Zoom meeting from the start till now and kept us being able to connect with you.
I just want to thank LMC Media for being there for us throughout this emergency and for helping us look out for one another. You're a vital part of this community, and we could not function and govern and take care of our residents without your vital input.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen? LMC Media has what you need. Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras. To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, it kind of feels like a family.
Large Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen? LMC Media has what you need. Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high-definition cameras. To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it. Large Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation? LMC Media has what you need. Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze. To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw, and it's White Plains ball, but Mamaroneck nearly steals it right away as it's 1-0 with the Mamaroneck Tigers and White Plains Tigers here at Mamaroneck High School at just past 7:30. It's 7:31 officially. As we started a little late, we're supposed to start at 6, but because the Mamaroneck field hockey game against Bronxville started almost an hour late, it started about 4:55 instead of 4 o'clock. This game didn't start till about 6:35, 6:40. So the second half starts here at 7:32, 7:31. As Mamaroneck, as the two teams have switched sides and they're scoring at different goals that they did in the first half, as is always the case in soccer. As the lone goal was scored by Jessica Bowman with 8:40 left in the first half. Mamaroneck has it here. As it's played to Jacinta Smith, a newcomer. Not see her much in the first half if she did play. Pretty sure she just came in, the senior co-captain defender. There's Jacinta Smith again, plays it to Castaneda. Castaneda played it to Aoife O'Reilly, and she was looking to give and go back to Castaneda, but plays it too close, and it's picked up by Natasha Mendez for as the White Plains goalie played it forward and went out, and it's played by Castaneda off the throw-in from Jacinta Smith. Actually, I think Smith did play in the first half, but she was on the far side of the field, so it wasn't as noticeable for us. And that one goes off of White Plains for a corner kick. And coming up to take it will be Juliana Snyder. Mamaroneck could definitely use an insurance goal here. So they lead only 1-0. That one towards the corner, it goes out. For another corner on the far side. So Mamaroneck will have 2 quick corners. Start the second half. The ball in the 18 box is cleared by White Plains, played back by Mamaroneck. Jacinta Smith has it, plays it forward, and it goes off. White Plains from Mamaroneck throwing deep in White Plains territory. Cleared before it could get to the goalie Mendez by the White Plains defense. Playing still just with the one forward, Gallegani, who has it now. And you figure if they're going to tie this one up, they're going to need to play another forward at least. Yet by the stifling Mamaroneck defense. So we'll see what Coach Megan Chase draws up, but if they want to tie this and send it to overtime, then they're going to have to score, obviously. So they just have that two shots, both taken by their defender, Palmer Johnson, right there. If your only shots are taken by your one of your better defenders in the from beyond 18 yards and beyond, the other one was like about 26 yards and one was about 18 yards, then you know you need to develop more offense, because if it's just coming from your defender and no shots for the forward, your lone forward Gallegani, definitely need another forward up there, at least a midfield forward. That one played in, and Mamaroneck had a chance to score there, but it's scooped up by Mendez for her 9th save as she dove and intercepted it. Well, actually, it went off the foot of the Mamaroneck player who had a chance to score. That was Bowman again. She had a chance at her 2nd goal of the game, but she couldn't really handle the cross well enough, and she just deflected it right into the hands of the goalie, Natasha Mendez, for her 9th save on 10 shots. Just the 2 shots and the 2 saves for Mamaroneck's Amanda Robinson. Here is Jacinta Smith. Not enough pressure by White Plains' offense allows Mamaroneck's defense basically to coast with the ball. Smith wasn't passing it. She was passing it to another player, but it went right by and it went to the other defender. And in the box here, the shot will be scored! What a move there, making it 2-0 as Mamaroneck goes in front, as making a great move was the Tigers player. I can't tell you who she is because her number is obstructed by her hair, but it will be, geez, Mamaroneck, yep, the number's got to be better there. Mia Castaneda. So Castaneda scores, as Rob said, she was a go-to scorer, and she is, as it's 7 minutes and 51 seconds into the second half, of Mia Castaneda's goal makes it 2-0 Mamaroneck, and a good insurance goal and a diving effort by Mendez, but you saw the shot by Castaneda was good, and it was savable definitely, but it would have been an outstanding save, and she could not make it on the low shot. As Lily Frank comes on, excuse me, Tatiana Brown comes in for White Plains on defense. That one is wide, so Castaneda makes it 2-0. Another pass was tough to tell who gave it to her, but both assists for Mamaroneck have come on good passes that tough to tell because of the lights and the numbers on the Mamaroneck jerseys. But Castaneda scored the 2nd goal this senior. 1st goal scored by Jessica Bowman, and 2 saves made by Amanda Robinson, and that's your key summary for Mamaroneck. Tigers look to make it, Mamaroneck Tigers look to make it 3-0. Mamaroneck continues to outpossess White Plains about 70-30, maybe even more, maybe 75-25. played it in. Castaneda couldn't handle it, and it goes to White Plains for a throw-in with 29:40 left in this game, regulation. Throwing for White Plains far side. Mamaroneck will play it forward. And it's the shot well high. It would have been 3 points for a field goal. As Aoife O'Reilly played it way too high. As went through the uprights though for a field goal. Wrong sport. Mamaroneck continues to apply the pressure as they look to make it 3-0. Back to Jacinta Smith from defense. She'll bring it forward here. Plays it to Castaneda. Castaneda's double team. She gets it back. She's too far to shoot it, although with her shot she might have had a chance. But instead, it's played by White Plains. Castaneda gets it back. Always seems to get the ball, does she? Gal Alma played it back. Smith plays it back. The last defender, Juliana Snyder, takes those corner kicks, plays it forward, and she gets it back again from Alma. .26 remaining in this in regulation. It's 2-0 on a first half goal by Jessica Bowman for Mamaroneck, and Mia Castaneda's second half goal with 7:51 into this second half. Played to Castaneda. Plays it forward, and that is Gouda. Back to Jacinta Smith. She plays it forward looking for Castaneda. Instead it goes out for a goal kick off of Smith's foot.
Put the ball in the ball.
Goes into the stands for the first time. A lot less fans because of the COVID rules to retrieve it, but about a couple seconds it goes back on the field. And it'll be a throw-in for Jacinta Smith. Stolen by White Plains right off the throw-in, but back by Mamaroneck's Rosenblatt, Sean Rosenblatt. Alongside cameraman who's I'm in the press box, but on the roof of the press box is Jeremy B. Ferry and LMC Community Sports producer Rob Moretti is in the van right behind the press box in the side of the middle of the Mamaroneck parking lot. When you drive in, you'll see our LMC blue van. I'm Charlie McGraw, and I will be back announcing 10 a.m. Saturday. It's our next game. It's girls field hockey, Rhinebeck versus North Salem, live 10 a.m. Second time we've done a Rhinebeck field hockey game, and then we'll be back for, and then Stephen Nastis will be announcing 4 o'clock here on Saturday against Lakeland, which should be a very good field hockey game. So a doubleheader for Rob, all-day affair for him on Saturday, with different crews, different announcers and cameramen for us. So a lot of live sports action. Despite the shortened seasons, we've brought a lot of live games to you in the fall, as next week's our last week of regular season, and then the playoffs here on LMC Varsity Sports on YouTube and LMC Media on public access in Larchmont and Mamaroneck. Just basically a month, brought almost 20 games to you. Due to the COVID, it all got compacted and shortened. Most of these teams are playing 10 to 12 games in a month, so not many rest days. Tough to play that many games in that short a time in baseball in high school, because your ace would only be able to pitch a couple times, but it's not the case here. Two shots on Amanda Robinson, both by the defender Jade Palmer Johnson, or in each half. First one hit the crossbar, second one she's able to save pretty easily. Actually, when I think about it, the second shot was in the second half, so she hasn't had any saves in the second half. The second one was in the first half, as it was wide of the goal, but Robinson caught it anyway, and it was going to go out for a goal kick, but she caught it instead. So both shots in the first half by Jade Palmer Johnson for White Plains. Alma has it for Mamaroneck, plays it to Smith. Smith pushing up, she plays it forward right to the goalie, as she couldn't find an open player, and Mendez scoops it up almost halfway through this second half. It's 2-0. Only goal in the second half scored by Mia Castaneda gave Mamaroneck a 2-0 cushion. Mamaroneck has as many goals as White Plains has shots on goal, 2. This one brought up here by Swighaft. goes out for a Mamaroneck throw in far side of the field. And it's time for the COVID break. 19:38 left in this second half. Mamaroneck up 2-0, and they'll have a throw-in when we get back in about 2 minutes for our final COVID break of the night here on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, it kind of feels like a family.
Back here on LMC Media, the Tigers of Mamaroneck have it, and they threw it in, and it's stolen by White Plains. Mamaroneck has it here. They'll throw it in close to the corner flag. On the far side, it's kicked out by White Plains. Mamaroneck still dominating possession, probably 75-25-ish here in this second half for the game as well. White Plains looks to bring it up. Stolen by Alma. Her shot is a good one. And just outside the 18, and it hit the outside of the, well, the side of the net, outside of the side of the net, wide of the goal, just wide. Good shot as she made the play, got it on her left foot and took the shot just outside 18 and tried to do it herself and score. Would have been unassisted instead. Just wide. Mamaroneck has it here in the back. Played from number 10, Juliana Steiner, to number 9, Mariana Day. She brought it forward. Went out, though, off of Mamaroneck, and it's a throw-in for White Plains. I always love when those symmetric numbers have passes like that, like 10-9 or 9-10. Was that one's kicked out by, deflected off White Plains, and it'll be a Mamaroneck throw-in with 17-15 left in this second half. There was Palmer Johnson playing forward for White Plains. Alma played it. A trip by White Plains, no call though by the official. This is behind on the play. Couple subs by both teams. Played up here and intercepted by White Plains, and the new player was Allison Jara, who made the nice play right off the bench. And this one will be cleared up though by Mariana Day to the far side, kept in by Mamaroneck, and looking across here, at least win a corner, and she does. So Snyder will come and take it. She comes all the way from defense, as I mentioned earlier, but it takes about 20 to 30 seconds for her to come up and make the play. But when you're up 2-0 and the time is on your side, to have her do this, it's all the better for Mamaroneck, as it takes time off the clock, at least 20 to 30 seconds, which is a lot in soccer. That one towards the cross of the box, it looked like Mamaroneck was waiting for someone to get a foot on it. Instead, White Plains clears it off their feet, and it's a throw in deep in the corner, near the corner flag for Mamaroneck, with 15 minutes exactly left, as it is 7:59 here at Mamaroneck High School. Just gonna say, this is one of the later times I've announced the game here in Mamaroneck, but we've announced plenty of football games that start at 7 o'clock, and sometimes they start a little late, as it's chased down by White Plains. Robinson waiting for her defender to clear it, and she does easily. Swighaft, very good defender, and she makes the play and clears it out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for White Plains on the far side of the field. Probably the deepest time they've had it. I think they had it once earlier in this part of, in this half on this part of the field. Stolen by Mamaroneck. They bring it up, and it's cleared by White Plains. Mamaroneck plays it forward, and it's cleared up. White Plains had the two players ran into one another, and Mamaroneck takes advantage as they bring it towards the goal, and the shot deflected by the Tigers, but right into the hands of the sure hands by Natasha Mendez. She makes a nice play, punting it. That was her 10th save. Just trying to deflect it in for Mamaroneck was Camille Gouda, but she just got, wasn't able to make a good deflection. And it's played up, a nice long pass to Galagani. Galagani has it. They're pushing forward now, trying to preserve the shutout. That was Mamaroneck's defense for Robinson. And instead, it'll be out of bounds. White Plains. It'll be a throw-in for White Plains. And that shot is off the, it looked like it was close to hitting the crossbar. Just missed the crossbar, and it looked like it just went in underneath the, over the field goal bar. So it's high on that shot by White Plains. Looked like it was taken by Nicole. Actually, might have been Megan Actually, Winnie Mann, I think, took it. And this is Mann again, Winnie Mann, and she takes it and puts it just wide. Actually, excuse me. That is Juliet Velasquez. Juliet Velasquez took the first shot. She actually had a tackle that the crowd didn't like. A couple of parents yelled, but they got the throw in. It wasn't called. And then she took a shot that just hit the crossbar, the football crossbar, and went through just high. Juliet Velasquez, and then that shot she took well wide. So Juliet Velasquez getting some playing time and making a couple wide shots. They don't count as shots because they're not on target, but they are shots taken. She's here, chases now as she's getting some late playing time. It's 11:10 left. Mamaroneck has it here. Play it in to the box, and it's cleared at the last second. An 18 on right of the goal before a cross or a shot, but it goes right to Mariana Day. Plays it in, played right back out by White Plains. She carries it in a little, and a handball called on White Plains. White Plains defender Shannon Larkin, and the last defender who takes the corner kicks, one Juliana Snyder, will take it from the 20-yard line. And the shot from Snyder towards the box. They double team. It's poked around right in front of the goal mouth, and it goes out for a corner. A goal kick. I thought it was a corner kick, but instead it's a goal kick. With 10 minutes exactly left in this one, and Mamaroneck with 2 goals and just the 2 shots on goal, although White Plains has had a couple shots recently, but they weren't on goal. They were wide and high by Juliet Velasquez. Those are their first shot taken by G.A. Palmer Johnson was their best shot of scoring, but the best shot that they had in this half was 2 shots in about a minute by Velasquez, who plays this ball long towards the goal. Robinson hesitated, and the second to last defender, Juliana Snyder, takes those corner kicks and free kicks, was able to clear it at the last second. So it was just short of Robinson, and she wisely hesitated, and then it was cleared by her very good defender, Swaghaft. Played towards the goal, cleared out, and a push by White Plains. Going to be thrown in by Mamaroneck. I mean by White Plains. 2-0 Mamaroneck with 8:50 remaining. White Plains trying to get on the board here, avoid being shut out. And White Plains plays it to Robinson, and actually White Plains thought it was a goal kick, and instead, wow, the forward, that's very interesting. So the only forward you have playing offense for White Plains is going to take this corner kick, Galagani, the first corner kick of the game. She's your only offensive player. You think that she's your only offensive player, you would want her. That doesn't count as a shot, as it's a corner kick that was intercepted by Robinson. So that's not really a save for her. But Mamaroneck now on the offense, turning their defense into offense, something they've done a couple times here. They haven't had many places to defend, but when they have, they've turned it into offense. It's very weird, though, because White Plains Galagani is their only offensive player. You think, I mean, she doesn't have any shots on goal, too. It's your defense that has the shots on goal, but you would think that she would, someone else would take the corner kicks, like even Mamaroneck as their last defender would take the corner kicks, and their offensive players have a lot more chances than Galagani. But it shows you something there, a weird decision by Megan Chase to have her lone forward, who she has playing forward, taking the corner kick. First corner kick they've had, and probably only one they will, as there's 7:20 left in this game. And Mamaroneck up 2-0, but out possessing about 75-25, and not dominating, but pretty handily here. 2-0 game that feels like 3 or 4. White Plains trying to play it forward. Galligani looking for it, the ball, but now they have it forward. And played there. And that shot is scored! So Velasquez gets rid of the shutout. White Plains will run after it. And a shot from about 20, 25 yards out by Juliette Velasquez. Her first shot on target. And her first shot on target that she scores. But shot on goal number 3 for White Plains, and she scores it. So off the bench, she's played pretty well. And Coach Megan Chase should have played her more. But she scores at the 6:37 mark with 6:37 left in the game. And that was a nice goal, about, I don't know, 23, 25 yards out. Almost as far out as the shot by Jessica Bowman to score. I think it was even further out than Jessica Bowman's shot, definitely. And she scored it off her foot and just wide in the perfect corner and out of the stretching, reaching, diving arms of Amanda Robinson. So Juliette Velasquez, the junior, makes it 2-1, and now it's a little nervous time for Mamaroneck as the final 5:50. He just gave up a goal, and it's 2-1, and all of a sudden White Plains has a chance. This was a field hockey game last year. Coach Savage definitely would have called timeout right after that goal. Hockey too. Coach Chaparelli definitely. Just give up a goal. You only got 6 minutes left in the game. You got to use the timeout there. But in soccer, there are no timeouts. Even before the pandemic, there were no timeouts. As they took them away, the timeouts for field hockey, switched halves into quarters. But in soccer, you never had timeouts, which obviously you do have the COVID break. Shot here. As we said, there's only it's like 2 fans per player are allowed, and they have to show the form on the website as well to enter because of the COVID. But also there's a foul on White Plains. Velasquez, goal scorer, committed the foul, but there's 6. Some parents making a lot of noise in the stands. 4, 6, 7 or 8 people watching through the fence is coming after it as the goalie, and she'll pick it up. Mendez, about 7 or 8, about on the hill beyond the fence, in which is technically the town center parking lot. And we parked where they are. We parked the van about 30, 40 yards up from there. The LMC media van. All the time behind there, park the van up from where they are, but they're watching through the fence. It's kind of Rhinebeck, you can't do that. There's no way you can watch the games if you're not there. But Mamaroneck, you could basically on the streets and on the thing behind and not enter the field and watch it. They also could probably do it from the other side, but where they are, that's the best spot in the town center. There's nobody kicking them out, and they're right in the middle. The police is on one end, and the LMC building is on the other, and other parts of the town hall. But so that's where a couple fans are watching the game. About 8. They didn't have to enter the stands and get special get their temperature taken or get the invite from one of the players, as they're only allowed 2 per player. So got the 8 fans over there with their chairs watching. With 3:30 left, Mamaroneck looking to survive. They no longer have the shutout as Juliette Velasquez scored with 6:37 left, so that was about a little more than 3 minutes ago. 3:15 left, and White Plains pushing since then. Velasquez, she did not play the whole game for sure. She's had a couple fouls. Only 1 or 2 was called though. and she's had a couple shots that were just off target, and then the one goal. .250 left. Played up by White Plains. Mamaroneck plays it back. So after White Plains scored, another player on White Plains ran after and got the ball to give it back to Mamaroneck as they trailed. But after the goal is scored, the clock stops and they stop the clock. So they didn't really have to do that. But and also the clock stops. That's the only time the clock stops. That, the COVID break, the mask break, and if there's a card, a yellow or red, which we have not had in this game. And then the goals are scored, the clock stops. But yeah, they score the goal and they run it up, but the clock is stopped after the goal, so it's like kind of not necessary, sort of. This one played forward by Mamaroneck, looking to score. Only 1:40 left. White Plains will have to hurry. As a couple White Plains players look at the scoreboard, including Velasquez and Jara. Velasquez gets it. She's double teamed by Mamaroneck, and Mamaroneck wisely just kicks it out. So give White Plains a throw in deep in their territory with 1:15 remaining. Off of White Plains, Mamaroneck throw in with 1:10 left. They throw it back. And not paying attention at first was Snyder, which he gets to throw in from Jacinta Smith. As Coach Blaine makes a sub just to waste time, basically. And it's a good job. But, well, they stop it at 1:10. I guess because we're inside 2 minutes, you stop the clock. Now the clock starts again. It's a sub within 2 minutes, they stop the clock. That's new, I think. This one played forward, headed out by White Plains. Mamaroneck player falling down. .35 seconds left. Mamaroneck wisely just boops it in. We play Casaneda, plays it towards the circle, and it's popped up in the air, headed away by White Plains. They're treading that, but the White Plains defense steals it. Good play there by Alma. Plays it towards the box, looking for a handball, and they'll get it, and it'll be. See where the handball will be called. Mamaroneck was looking for it. There's 10 seconds, 11 left. The handball, and we'll get a penalty kick. So we'll have a penalty kick with 11 seconds to go. And we'll see who will take it. Alma steps right up, and it looks like she'll take it. So Gal Alma will take a penalty kick with 11 seconds, 2-1. Clock is stopped because it's a penalty kick. Handball inside. Mamaroneck realized there was. Galma scores the penalty kick. So the goal past the dive. She guessed right, did Mendez. Mendez guessed right. She dove to there, but it was a perfectly placed penalty kick by Gal Alma. And Gal Alma scores. And Mamaroneck 3-1 with 11 seconds to go. And it's basically impossible for White Plains to get 2 goals in 11 seconds. So a goal and a penalty kick by Gal Alma. Stepped right up and took it. I guess she's the designated penalty taker. White Plains has it. Velasquez trying to barrel through the defense here. Mamaroneck should just step off and let her play because there's only 10 seconds. Nothing going to happen here. And then White Plains falls. Mamaroneck gets the ball, and they'll win 3-1. So Gal Alma scores on a penalty kick with 11 seconds left after the handball just inside the box. Jessica Bowman scored. 8:40 left in the first half on a goal, and Mia Castaneda scored 7:51, and Juliette Velasquez scored 6:37 left in the game to make it 2-1 for White Plains, but then the penalty kick made it 3-1 with 11 seconds left. So Mamaroneck will improve to 6-0-2, and White Plains will fall to 4-4. Both teams have played 8 games. So Mamaroneck will, so they're still unbeaten at 6-0-2, and White Plains is now at 500, 4-4 in what was a big game for them, but they couldn't come up with the win. So once again, our final score here on LMC Media and on YouTube as well was 2-1 Mamaroneck over White Plains. And for Rob Moretti, our LMC producer, community sports producer, and Jeremy B. Ferry, I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.